Today I'm going to show you how I process Maya dust from fatwood the easy way. Hey everybody, welcome back. Yesterday I watched a video where someone was processing some Maya dust out of their fatwood, and for the amount of time that they put into it, they got very little back. I found this method. I also found this on YouTube. I found it from the Mi Woodsman, and I've used it, and as you can tell, I have an enormous bag here, well, enormous for me, of Maya dust already processed. And this is a trick he used, and I'm going to show you here what I do. So your first thing you want to do is you want to get some of your starter stick fatwood. Again, I'll show you the package where I get them from. I picked this up in Smith's. If you have a Kroger's or Smith's, Walmart sometimes sells it in the winter, depending on the season. That's where you'll be able to find it at Walmart. This is your fatwood. Works great. Anyway, what I do is I like to take my sticks and take them down to the size of a pencil, because I'm going to be using one of these industrial pencil sharpeners. And these are usually used to sharpen, what are they, like craftsman and trade pencils, where they might be used out in the field. They're a little bit bigger. So I could just do it like this, but as you can tell, you get little shards and slivers, and you don't really get it as well. So what I like to do is take it like that. Make sure I'm in the camera. Yep. And just kind of crack it down to the size of a pencil. All right. So I got two close to pencil-sized pieces. We're going to start with the bigger one first. And this is where Mr. Drill comes into play. What the heck does a drill have to do with this? I'll show you. You take your piece of fatwood, now that you've cut it down to a legitimate size, and you stick it in your drill. Okay? You don't have to tighten it down too hard, just enough to get it in there. You don't want to crush it, because that kind of will defeat the purpose, and it'll break off down here instead of getting what you want out of it. And by the way, this is the Mora knife I picked up at the last gun show in Vegas. You'll notice from the time I showed it to you last time till now, the blade has magically changed colors. What I did, because I heard these have a problem with corrosion, so what I did with it was I took some steel wool to it, took some Brownell's Oxford blue, and took a little bit of acetone, cleaned off the blade, and soaked it in that. And I've used this quite a bit since I've gotten it, and that blue is not coming off, even though it's cold blue. It's a bluish black. Camera doesn't really do it justice, but it also has grease all over it. But it came out really nice. So that's just a side tip for the video today. Anyway, what we're going to do here is we're going to actually use this with the pencil sharpener. Now, this has a tendency to throw stuff everywhere, so I like to point this down and stick it in here and go slowly. I'm going the wrong way. There we go. I don't want to go too fast. I didn't want to do that. There we go. You'll just sharpen down. You don't want to go too quickly. And you want to make sure you're not going to get any splinters in your hand. Okay, I've gone all the way down, and look at that. That's all fatwood, all processed into nice thin slivers. Okay? I'm going to do one more for the purpose of the video, real quick here, because I don't want to take up too much time changing out this stuff. We're going to take this piece here that I already did. I may have to cut it down. I think I'm going to have to. And again, too, without a drill, you can do this. It's perfectly acceptable to do without a drill. You would just sharpen it like a regular pencil, stick it in there, and sharpen. But you won't get probably as neat and as clean a results as you get with the drill moving at a little bit of a higher speed. So let me just toss this in here, tighten it down, and then I'll show you the next trick. Okay. I see we have a little knot here, so we may run into a little bit of problem. I'm going to do it this way first so you can see it. Because I like to point down for well, that's going to slip out of my hands. I'm going to do it this way. Everybody knows what a pencil sharpener looks like and how it works. And again, too, this is a little bit of a powerful drill for this. If you have a drill that's a little less powerful, it might come in handy. There, that's good enough. That'll give us enough. Now, right there, you've got some really good tinder. I mean, if I were to just throw a spark on that, probably it would go up no problem. But that's where this guy comes into play. Coffee grinder. Picked it up at Goodwill for $2.99. Toss all this in here. Like that. And just put it in there. And grind away. Shake it up a little bit to make sure it gets mixed around. Also turn it upside down so it doesn't all get stuck on the bottom. Let's see what we got. There you go. Instant Maya dust. And it is nice and wet. You can feel the wetness of it. I stick it in a Ziploc bag, put it in my fire kit, and it stays like that for a good long time. I'm going to toss it in here now so you can see. Give you a little up-close result of what it looks like. And some will get stuck on the bottom here. Just use your finger along there to get it out. Anyway, let's see if I can bring that up to the camera. There you go. Some really fine, nice-looking Maya dust. And it took me all of, well, the whole video explaining and everything's been 6 minutes as of right now. So there's my tip for the day. If you want to process Maya dust, you want to do it quickly, you want to get a large amount quick enough, that's how you do it. Thanks for watching.